Hold on before I start talking. What I want to do is I want to do a react later on, do a reaction video to a a church service that I used to when I was into Christianity. When I was in Christianity, um, I want to do a reaction to that video live. Yeah, I want to do a live reaction to that video that where I went to church. And the name of the organization that I was up under was Seventh Day Adventists. Yes, and I wanted to play the video. Now it may be kind of hard to play in some instances because they got music in there, and it might YouTube. I don't want YouTube to give me the copyright, so I might have to just pause it during certain areas. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's into the singing and all that type of stuff, singing and stuff like that. YouTube, if the music don't belong to you, then they'll copyright you. You know, um, probably when he get to the part where they go to speaking, he go to preaching and I mean speaking this presenting what they call the sermon. Yeah, the sermon. Yeah, and just give you my thoughts on it give you some background on to the best of my ability, you know, tell you exactly what it is and tell you what I feel and what goes through my mind when I look at it now. What am I thinking? How am I feeling? Now come back, stay tuned for that video because I think I want to do a reaction video. I might have to. I really want to go live from here and do it. We'll see. We'll see what the deal is. But I actually want to do a reaction video today. And if anybody get this video before I do, you tell me if you think if you feel it'd be a good idea for me to do that. You know what I mean? And I can tell you exactly what I feel, how I feel about the Christian church and how I feel and what goes through my mind when I'm immediately looking at it right away. What am I thinking? If you can go back and change different things, what would you change? The mindset and all that type of stuff. How would you do that? And how do you feel about it now? And what is your reaction to it when you go back and you watch it? I'm going to do a reaction video to the so-called Christian church later on. I'm gonna do a reaction video to the so-called Adventist church that I actually came up in as a teenager. I came into it as a teenager, yeah, a very young teenager. I was 17, and I was very devout. I was very just, I was, you know what I'm saying? I was very dedicated into the faith. So I'm gonna do a reaction later on. So I'm gonna see y'all later. I'm gonna do a reaction to the video of me coming into the Adventist church as a teenager. That's what I named it. All right.